So we started class 12 physics in CBSE ICSE boards or any other state boards. Syllabus almost same, just little bit different. Okay. So main topic are same in all syllabus. So we start class 12 first chapter, electric charge and fields. Okay. So topic electric charge and field. Okay. So first concept is clear. What is a charge? Okay. So charge, I think there are two types of charges: static charge and dynamic charge. Okay. Here we discuss only static charge. Static means some charge do not change with respect to time. This is called static charge. And dynamic charge is change with respect to time. Okay. So here discuss charge is static, means do not move. Actually charges do not move here. So real life example taken, some in winter, actually dry weather, dry weather, the water molecule in air is very less. When this water molecule air is very less, in that time when weather is very dry, so we feel some when you of our synthetic cloth like a sweater, so and we feel some like cracking sound, and if I when have door of handle, when touch the door of handle after rubbing our hand, we feel some sparking effect. Another good example is on thunderstrike. We see the lighting goes, lightning. Okay, so there is a distribution of charges. Okay, we feel that time a charge. So here we see that the electric spark is a charge. So actually, the friction create a charge, but I think that the create name is not appropriate here because okay. So friction and causes of charges. Do not use a create word because create does not, yeah, create means not create. Actually charge is not create. Okay. Okay, so here we discuss in this chapter discuss only the static charge, means discuss a static charge and static charge. Okay, so means the charge is not moving with respect to time. So that is called a static charge. Okay, and dynamic charge is moving with respect to time. There's a dynamic charges. Okay, so static charge, okay, means does not move with respect to time. So that we start electrostatics. Electrostatics. A study of electrostatics is for study of force. Study of force. We discuss another discussion is called field. Very important concepts. Number 3 is the potential. These three important to study. Okay, and these three are created due to the arising of static charges. These are arising of static charge. Okay, that's very important things here. Okay, so first we try to clear the concept of what is a charge. Okay, so what is charge? What is charge? Charge is like all bodies in made up of some atoms. Okay, so atoms are electrically neutral. Okay. Because there's an equal number of proton and neutrons. Becomes electrically neutral. Electrically neutral atoms or molecules or subset of matters. Actually, good some matters is electrically neutral. Actually, because why they are neutral? Neutral means equal number of positive and negative charges. Equal number of positive and negative charges. So what is the positive and negative charges? So I was take an example of like a sodium and they are electrically neutral now. When the electron configuration is 281, if sodium want to stable, so they lost one electron. If one electron loss is very easy, so electron loss of electron gain positive charge means photons and a gain of electron like chlorine 287 and the stabilization chlorine need one electron like 288, the chlorine gain negative. So electron is negative and losses electron is positive. So positive is a photon and gain is called electron. The main significance is that is a loss of electron or gain of electron actually. Okay. So on a structure of atoms, so you see that there is a nucleus, positive charge and surrounded by the electron. When you compare that structure of atoms here, suppose say the mass of photon that is equal to 1.7 approx is 10 to the power minus 27 kg and mass of electron is also 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Okay, so if I consider what a nucleus mass and electron, nucleus has consists a positive charge and another charge particle is called neutron. There is a neutral charge, so that's why you ignore that. So nucleus has positive charge because neutron are chargeless, electron is negative charge. So structure of atoms shows that is a gap, a nucleus mass, a size actually, size of photon is and size of electron is very small. Almost suppose check that is mass of photon by mass of electron. That means a photon means a nucleus. So if I say that as the 1.7 9.1 they are equal. Okay, consider say that is 10 to the power minus 27 by 10 to the power minus 31. So that means 10 to the power plus 4. So we get a mass of photon that is 10 to the 10,000 times mass of electron. Okay, so there is a gap is some 10,000, very small. Okay, so we say that another example is a nucleus, a heavy nucleus. Actually, main atom is centroid in say that is a nucleus because the electron mass is very small. It's 10,000 times of the mass of photon is 10,000 times the mass of electron. So there's 10,000 gap. The masses gap is very huge number. So actually the nucleus and as a electron. So why nucleus? There is some nucleus lost electron and so gain positive charge and for electron goes here means there is a negative charge. Okay, there is a positive charge and one is a negative charge. And the charge is name comes from the electricity. Actually the electricity name comes the Greek word electron means the amber. And when is almost 600 BC before Christ. Okay, electricity came, say amber. And now whether this low humid condition means the water molecule very low in air, we say that. So we see that there's charges because the water is a good conductor of electricity. Actually, not pure water. Impure water is good conductor of electricity. Okay, so there in weather there is a huge number of pollution gases in air. Actually, there is a polluted. Okay, so there is a pollution here. So that's air particles is not a pure clean water. Okay, there is a huge pollution here. So that's why. So Benjamin Franklin actually the two types of charges are arising. The Benjamin Franklin. So what is the concept of two types of charges you get? Say examples taken when the Franklin concept a glass rod rod, they are electrical neutral. So electrical neutral means equal number of positive, 4 positive, that means 4 negative charge. Okay. Now if rubbing with silk, if there is a insulating thread, this thread is a insulating. Okay, this is a insulating thread. So if a rubbing, after rubbing a silk, before rubbing a silk also equal number of positive and equal number of negative, they are neutral. After rubbing, okay, there's the glass rod losses electrons. So glass rod, these electron are lost and goes to silk. Electron goes to silk and silk gain -4. And these lost electron, they are means you get a plus charge. Okay, and so if lost electron plus charge, and the minus plus, they are also, these two are the cancel each other. So silk get only minus here. These are the concept. If the plus, if lost electron means a plus, so glass rod after rubbing gets, after rubbing the silk thread, a glass rod, after rubbing glass rod gets all plus. Okay, after rubbing glass get all plus, and the silk get all minus. So another we can tell that is a this plus goes to that here, tell that gas is another concept, we can say that. So that's why silk has all minus and glass had all plus one. So glass rod is a positive charge. And it's similar type of glass rod. If a one glass rod here hanging, okay, is a insulating thread. These are the insulating thread. Okay. And glass rod are all positive here. And take another glass rod. They are also positive because they are rubbing with silk. If they come close to each other, you see that these rod experience some force. These glass rod experience some force, and this force is a repulsive force. This force is repulsive force. Means if they brought close to each other, so this left side glass rod goes to left side more left, and right side glass rod goes to more right, because there is a repulsive force. That's important. A repulsive force. Okay, there is some force present because we say that there are two charges, means two glass rod have get across some equal number of charges. Okay, either plus or minus. I will say, but they are equal charges, either plus or minus. But here you see that there is a get a plus. Now, if similar condition, some a plastic rod is a plastic rod. Before rubbing, they are neutral. Okay, rub with wool or fur, wool or fur. Okay, so after rubbing those wool, before there is a plus equal number of 4 plus 4 minus the wool. Okay, lost electron. So wool have lost electron, and this electron goes to plastic rod. Plastic rod. Minus goes to here. And some positive here before rubbing. So they cancel each other. So these are plus are now become 0. So they are the minus charge here only. They only have minus charge plastic, and wool have If lost electron, gain positive charge. Okay, so here is another important thing, extra charge. So you see there are some extra charge after rubbing gains some extra charge. There see there is a term is extra. This extra charge is called a charge. The name is called excess charge. This name is excess charge. Extra charge. Now the plastic rod are now not a neutral. These are now a negative charge body. Okay, there is another experiment we can do. If a plastic rod is another glass rod, this is a glass rod. This is the plastic rod. Glass rod have positive, plastic have negative, negative. So there you see that these two rods experience some force, similarly experience some force and some force, and this force is attractive force. Okay? Previously there is a repulsive force, now there is an attractive force. So now we can conclude that previous experiment show that here, so they two are the like charges, and here you show that two are the unlike charges. So triangling concept, there is a plus minus, actually there is a algebraically. So they say that triangling says these are the positives and these are the one positive and this negative. So suppose there is a positive repulsive means plus 5 plus 5. So get a plus 10, and if a plus 5 minus 5, that gets a 0. So attractive force here. So here experience these two rods a attractive force. So towards each other, not away from each other. Okay, towards each other. So these charge, excess charge, these are the excess charge, extra charge is created due to rubbing a friction. These extra charge transfer create. Charge creates means or transfer. Say the creates. Okay, that's the creates now. It's not. It creates for due to rubbing. Due to rubbing. When you rubbing a comb in our hair and some a piece of paper, when you comb after rubbing here, rubbing hair and 10-20 times, then that hair comes to close and near a piece of paper, a very small piece of cutting paper. We see that this cutting piece of paper attached to the comb. Okay, this is some attractive force. Okay, okay, this rubbing here with comb is created some charge, extra charge, excess charge. Okay. So we can conclude that similar like charges they repulse. If minus minus repel, plus plus repel, and there is a plus minus or minus plus, unlike charge they attract. So now as another instrument name is called electroscope. Electroscope is another instrument. The name of instrument. Electroscope means instrument. There is a metal ball and there is some gold leaf or any metal leaf. Okay. So and this is an electroscope to check the body is neutral or charged. Some charge present in the body. When a glass rod touch to that bob, positive glass rod touch to the bob, say bob gets a positive. And due to that positive, the positive goes down here. Okay. So these are the, before that is a neutral. Okay, so there is a positive. Now these positive, when you see that, that at that point there is a positive here, there is also positive here. Okay, these two positive creates a repulse. Just creates a repulse. So they back to each other. Okay, there is a create a repulse. So this gold leaf now touch here, goes with that. Means that if before that touching there is a neutral, now there is some positive in glass charge, there is a charge, this charge goes to here, positive charge, and this extra positive charge create a repulse here. Okay, this gold leaf has a repulse. So we can finally say that the glass rod have any number of charge, each are present. Okay, extra some charge present in glass rod, and is a charge positive or negative. If a negative, similar diagram say that is a sphere, metal sphere, and there is some gold leaf, and there is a metal, suppose that plastic rod, minus 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 is the plastic. So minus 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 minus. So here also a repulsive. So final they are goes later. These leaves are toward away from each other because they are the like charge. So like charge they repel each other. So here the like charge they repel each other. Like charge, similar condition here also, like charge they repel each other. Okay. So glass rod and plastic rod, there is a electroscope is an instrument to check the body is neutral or not. Mainly to check the body is neutral or not. Okay. Next we discuss conductor, insulator and semiconductor. Okay. So conductor, insulator and semiconductor. What is conductor? Conductor name is flow charge is possible. Okay, flow of charge is possible in conductor. Flow of charge is possible in conductor. Suppose there is a copper wire. This is a thick copper wire. Charge flow from there is a positive and a negative end. Charge the electron is a negative charge here goes negative goes left, negative goes towards positive, this negative goes towards positive. So electron or charge particle flow from negative towards positive. So charge flow is possible. When charge flow is possible, there is a flow of current obviously. If charge flow is possible, then current flow is possible. Charge means a negative charge here. So the conductor current, if charge flow possible, flow is possible, the current flow through it. The good conductor means current passes through it. Okay. Now the insulator is another important thing is that its flow of charge is not possible. Flow of charge is not possible. If flow of charge is not possible here, okay, actually flow of charge is not possible means if charge is not flow here, this current does not flow through it. Current cannot pass or flow. Bad conductor means a bad conductor. Conductors conduct of charges from one point to another point. It's a conduct. Okay, it's a conduct charges. And final is semiconductor. Semiconductor is neither nor condition here, neither nor, neither conductor or say that metal or nor insulator. We say that suppose a sodium 281, one electron loss, okay, that is a positive charge, that is a metal. And chlorine 287, again electron minus, that is obviously a non-metal. Non-metal here, that's non-metal means insulator. Maximum non-metal treated as a insulator. But in between is silicon, whose electronic configuration is 284 and last electron number is 4, is the metalloid, or another good name is called semiconductor. Some circuit, sometimes a circuit, create a circuit or create a device from silicon, they treat it as a kind passes through it as a conductor. Sometimes a semiconductor treated as a, if some circuit I put some changes here in semiconductor, the semiconductor treated as an insulator. There is some little bit changes, the semiconductor treated as the insulator, some little bit changes in semiconductor, so semiconductor treated as a conductor. And insulator is a bad plastic, wood, conductor, all metals, okay, that's a good conductor. Okay. Next topic we discuss the induction. Okay, the concept is induction. So what is induction? Okay, induction is the another important thing. Okay, we discuss the induction. So what is induction? Suppose take a two metal ball. Okay, so metal ball, suppose A, and they touch each other. Okay, two metal ball. Okay, so before rubbing, so they are neutral, means equal number of positive, 4 positive, here 4 positive, means 4 negative, say that number negative opposite, but can super calculation I choose very smaller, 4 positive, 4 negative in the neutral. When is some glass rod, okay, some glass rod near to that, some glass rod, these are the glass rod, glass rod, okay, this is a glass rod. So you know the glass rod have positive charges after rubbing. Due to that, when a glass rod near, do not touch. Okay, there is a gap. There is a gap here. Now, actually, you see that these two balls okay, and the glass rod, these are the plasters. We see that plus attract minus, so minus bring in that side, and plus goes ripple, so plus ripple, plus got B ball. A ball gets minus and B ball gets plus. Now we separate these two balls. first, second and third, to separate these two balls, but glass rod obviously here. Okay, glass rod is here. So plus plus plus. So see that there is a minus addition here, plus goes here. Now when glass rod is removed, we finally see that when glass rod is removed to metal ball or gates, the minus are distributed here, plus are distributed here. There is A and B. A balls or A sphere get positive negative charge, okay, and B sphere get a positive charge. These are called charging by induction. Okay, these are called induction process. They call it induction process because there is a no touching is not apply here. There is a no, okay, nothing is not applied here. Then if a glass are close to near to each other, we see that some experiment, some steps, we see that a metal get a negative and B metal get a positive. Okay, A object get positive negative and B object get positive. Okay, some A or B is a positive. Okay, A object and B object. A object gets induced some charge here, the negative charge, and B object gets some induced positive charge. So that's why these are process called induction. Is induced negative charge, that is the induced positive charge. Okay, so this is a process is called charging by induction. So this process is called charging by induction. Some induced negative charge also get some induced positive charge. Okay. Now we say there's some additivity of charges. Addition of charges. Addition of charges is simple as algebraic addition. So addition of charges. Addition of charges. There is some basic easy. So addition charges that is suppose Q1 plus Q2, suppose Q3, that is Q total. They obey superposition law. Superposition law. Simple algebraic addition. Algebraic addition. Okay, that's an algebraic addition. A simple just addition like that. If a Q1 is a plus 5 and Q2 suppose minus 2, Q3 is a plus 1, there's some Q total we get plus minus 5, 6 plus 4. That's simple just the addition. Okay. Next we discuss charge is conserved. Charge is conserved. Why charge is conserved? Charge is all atoms are electrically neutral, or all bodies are electrically neutral. So neutral means equal number of positive and negative charges equal number of positive and negative means plus 5, algebraic addition of minus 5 we get a 0, that's means neutral. So charge is neither created nor destroyed. Actually charge is neither created nor destroyed. So it's from one part, so loss one body to another body, actually charge goes from, suppose a electron loss gain a positive and electron gain gets negative. So the proton means positive means the proton, say that one electron loss means positive, one electron gain is a negative. So actually moving an electron from one body to another body, but not its charges create, okay, new charge or charge is loss. No create is no loss. No created or no loss. That is a charge conserved on a fixed value, a constant. A constant charge is a constant value, fixed value. This is called charge conserved. Okay. Now the quantization of charge. Let's discuss the quantization of charge. Quantization of charge. So quantization of charge, very important concept. The charge is not a continuous. So like a flow of water from river is a continuous. Okay, this is a continuation. But a charge flow is not continuous. Charge flow is not continuous. And water in river is a continuous process, but charge flow is not a continuous process. It's a discrete process. Discrete process. Okay, that's important. This is a discrete process. A discrete process means there is some elementary of the multiple charges, multiple of the certain elementary charges, multiple of the some elementary charges, multiple of the some elementary charges. So like that is the Q times N into E. So what is the E? E is the elementary charge. So that E is the elementary charge, and E that is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. And N is N. So N said is a plus minus 1. Plus for proton, minus for electron, plus for positive, minus for negative, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4. Also say that is a quantum number. Okay. Charge only a discrete value. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4, and some elementary multiple of charges. Okay. Charge is quantized. So these are the conditions. Okay. So charge have only a discrete value. Charge only discrete value. So we call that the quantity is quantized. So we call it is quantized. And that is called quantum number, plus minus 1, plus minus 1. Okay, that is a charge is quantized. So charge is here is charge is quantized. Okay, so today end the class here. Discuss the basic about what is charge and what is the continuation, quantization of charge, what is the addition of charge, charge is conserved, induce is a process, induction, conductor, insulator, semiconductor, electroscope. What is electroscope? How the concept of charges came from the ripple, or the attractive. The important terms is what is a force. A force. There is a force. Next class we discuss what that force. What is the attractive force or repulsive force on two charge, like charge. The repulsive force and what is the attractive force. Next class we discuss. These forces came from Coulomb's law. Very important class. Okay. So today end the class here. Thank you. Thank you.